Welcome back, everyone. Criminal Archer here. Time for some more Stay. So I had to go searching for it, but I have found somebody who already has the solution to the puzzle that we got stuck on. I will link their channel, the video that they did about it, in the description of this video, because I'm not going to take credit for having figured this out when it was not my doing. But basically, I'll give you a basic situation. Is that these red ones here, when you click on it and it turns red, it means that none of these blocks are involved in the solution. Whereas if you hit and it turns white, it means that one of these 6 blocks around it is involved in the solution. Basically is the deal. But I'm just looking at a picture of what we need to do here. I think. Yes, and I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, Lacey Finley was the name of the YouTuber whose video I found that answered how to do this, and she gets all the credit for it. So, and then one in the middle, right? No, apparently I did something wrong here. What am I missing here? Oh, I see. Never mind. I was missing a couple bits here. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's the solution. Lacey Finley solved it. Links in the description. Alright, it's probably going to be a good time about being gone, I guess. Bad hombre speaking. For quite a difficult path, beset by all manner of traps and shenanigans, the royal peacock is walking around. In Greco-Roman mythology, the peacock symbolizes the vault of the heavens and the eyes of the stars. In Hinduism, it represents benevolence, patience, kindness, compassion, and good luck. In Asian spirituality, it is an emblem of love, compassion, watchfulness, goodwill, nurturing, and kind-heartedness. In Babylonia and Persia, it's seen as a guardian to royalty. In Christianity, represents the passive vigilance, resurrection, and renewal, of immortality. In Stay, it looks like a companion of Humpty Dumpty. Alright. It's losing feathers everywhere. For Native Americans, it represents the ascension of a spiritual evolution, being worn by the chiefs as a symbol to symbolize their communication with the spirit. As a Celtic symbol meaning, the feather was worn by druids in the form of ornate feathered robes to invoke the sky gods. The Egyptians believed the same. In Christianity, feathers represented virtues. What's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead? Exact same. Both weigh a pound. Yes, I swear it's true. I made it alive and kicking, and so damn tired. I can't stop, won't stop. Could be very near the end. There's no way back. I really need to find whatever I'm looking for. So let me catch my breath. A few minutes, I'll be back soon. Alright, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do a break here, I guess. Oh, hello. Found a kitchen. Alright, I'm gonna skip over this interlude, but we'll just let him go for a bit here. Alright, we're back. Chapter 12. Kulanai. Kulanai. Geez, seem to have reached the heart of this place. In other words, the kitchen. Oh, this one looks like more like Hell's Kitchen. Ha! Not that TV show with the blonde bloke who says fuck every 2 seconds. You're looking over your shoulder, you feel uncomfortable about just having sworn. You're worried about getting demonetized by YouTube. Nothing but havoc and destruction here. Rotten cabinets and refrigerators from from Requiem for a Dream and a table with some hybrid game that crosses chess with Jumanji. Sorry about those movie references. It's easier than describing it accurately. I'm lazy. I just stepped on what appears, I hope, is a puddle of water, barefoot. Maybe it's blood. Can't tell because, this place has light of an opium house. However, I've gone from being restricted to a single room to being able to access several areas. What appears to be an abandoned house? Any idea about the owner? Not so far. Still thinking it's about my former patients. I have one who was really complicated, almost killed a friend over an absurd discussion. He was an exceptionally bright man, but one of those people who only pontificates and never discusses. If it's him, I'm doomed. But nothing like checking someone's drawers to get to know all his dirty secrets. Let's see, old rusty knife and a silicone spatula. Wait a minute, while I was searching for one of those spiralizers, geez. Starting to feel quite run down, actually. Every time I look at the fridge, my stomach churns. I feel weak, my legs are shaky and my feet are dripping sweat. I really need some fuel. I always figured that under extreme stress, I would annihilate my appetite. But my body seems to work the other way around. I'm gonna let him search for food. I'm not gonna tell him to check the fridge though, because the fridge is gonna be gross. If you're ever in a situation where you've been around somewhere without power for a while, don't ever look in the fridge. Thanks for being empathetic. When I'm hungry, I can't focus. Besides, and in my own defense, conducting a search for something in particular might reveal itself fruitful in other domains, such as getaway discoveries, traps, self-defense weapons, and of course snacks. So 2 birds, 1 stone, as they say. Okay, well, I guess we're sending him to the fridge. Alright. Hopefully it's not gross in there. Not so sure if that's a wise decision. Just took a look for the fridge. Although it's plugged in, doesn't mean that whatever's in there isn't the last expiration or even growing gross little colonies. Could all be so putrid and rank that it might come alive and want to eat me instead. Getting tired of putrid scenarios in this madhouse. And besides that, you know what? All the confined spaces in this house have to be handled with caution. You sure it's the right call? Yeah, sure, do it. Just because the other thing sounded aggressive and I didn't feel like being aggressive. Alright. For real, I thought you'd sense my discomfort and suspicion. Should see how this fridge looks. At least you should never judge a book by its cover. But in this case, the fridge by its dingy door really gives me the heebie-jeebies. So much so that blah, blah, blah. Alright, he's gonna check it anyways. Oh, and he's dead. Nice. Alright, so don't check the fridge. Alright, how much of that do I have to get through again? Alright, I'm gonna just try and let him run through this real quick. Can't really skip, unfortunately, so we have to go through it again. So we can look at this while we're doing it. Trust level is low. We can't seem to get our trust level high for very long. These look like 2 separate buttons, but they actually show you the same thing. Maybe I'll just tell him to get the knife first instead. Yeah, we'll just go this way. You can scroll backwards too, which I think is kind of a nice touch, in case you want to go back and look at something. Alright, come on. Just trying to let him run through these things so that we can get... Unfortunately, he had a lot to say right here, so we got a lot of things to get through. Let's just have him find an exit. Skip the food. Can last a little longer before eating. Direct your anxieties towards finding an exit. Ugh, thanks for making me feel guilty about food. A lousy shrink you'd make. As good as I was, a menace to society. Alright then, I'll focus my anxiety on something else. Getting out of here is #1 priority. But eating out sure would help. What's on the... Search the cabinets. There you go. Searching the cabinets instead. Zip, zilch, nada. What place is this? Not even a box of stale Cheerios or a can of chili beans. Stale cereal's the worst. Once it loses its crunchiness, there's no coming back. I could talk about many other interesting subjects, but I won't. First, I really need to eat. I think I'm starting to have hunger hallucinations because I see something really off in here. Food? Now that you ask it, I'm realizing that a hunger hallucination would make me see rivers of chocolate, dancing hot dogs, or flirty roasted chickens, not a perfectly assembled game of funky pieces. Alright, so my inclination here is to try and get everybody's lights to turn on. Because there seems to be a direction that you turn everybody, that their lights turn on. Maybe that's wrong. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, he turned. Alright, so the ones that are different colors seem to be sort of locked in. Alright, so I think everybody is colored, right? Just checking to make sure I haven't missed any here before I start worrying about this being more complicated than I think it is. Alright, so this one has this symbol on it, which I don't know if that means anything or not. So that's a horse. That has a different symbol on it. It's a different symbol. So this one locked itself in when we were turning things. I don't know what the lights mean. Oh, we can move them. Okay. Except for the big ones. Can't move the big ones. Alright, that means that we should probably put everybody who's matching symbols in the same area. So it's this, like, up, pointed up fish. So it's not you. Not you. Alright, you're in the right area. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to cook. Okay. Nope, that's down. You're down. Alright, so let's start putting the down ones down here. Move them around later. Down. Oh, lock that one in. Can't see the symbols on those ones. Up. Down. Wish I had known what the symbol was on that one when it changed. Would have been very helpful. Still looking for just all the ups and downs right now. Putting them in different... Oh, okay. Put them in different places and rotating them until they click. Oh, this one's backwards. This is a down pointing, not an up pointing. All right, got first one here. All right. Cool. Okay. So we don't know what these guys are, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to just kind of guess, I guess. Alright, let's start with this guy. This is the B. This is essentially a, no, this is a 8. We'll call this one 8. What's the other one look like? This one's the B. So we're gonna circle the 8 around here and all these. Okay, so it's this one. Alright, here we go. Now we're cooking. And we're done. Hey, you still there? Yep. Sorry, but I guess that when your mind is busy with something, you forget to eat. So I tried to solve the Jumanji thing, and something came out. Don't worry, nothing, no crazy hunter, just a doorknob? Weird. Check for doors. I'll look around and see. All I see is destroyed cabinets in the old fridge. I think I see something behind the cabinets. The kitchen was visited by a Tasmanian devil. I feel lucky to have spotted what I believe to be a door. Well, that's a lot of food. Fortune cookies, but it's still food. Why are you so interested in the owner's house? To go talk shit about how he treats Quinn and takes care of the house? Something like that. 13. Fortuna. Here's Johnny. Nope, just me, Quinn. No axe, no killer instinct, at least for now. What are the odds of being this hungry and finding a cookie that you hate the most? It was the only pitiful option. On a whole supply of fortune cookies. Enough to feed all of Asia and part of Europe. That's what I call bad eating habits. The whole kidnapping thing makes more sense now. Lack of vitamins and proteins and whatnot make you do weird shit. Eat the cookies, man. You're hungry. Go for it. No thanks, I think I've lost my appetite. Okay, man, whatever. All these box stacks up, just turns my stomach. Who feeds exclusively on a bit of flour, sugar, vanilla, and sesame oil and a piece of paper inside. Picturing someone with a mix of scurvy, pellagra, and rickets. A hideous, sickly creature. No cookies for me. Whatever, you're fine. You don't want to eat the cookies, don't eat the cookies. See if I care. For a moment I thought I really had no choice. I probably have no choice. I may regret when I'm here drinking my own piss to stay hydrated. But for now, I have the luxury of refusing some moldy cookies. Anyways, after a closer look I realized something peculiar. There's only one open box. It has a single fortune cookie inside. What if he hid a clue in it? All the other boxes are sealed and untouched. Search the pantry, why not? Did a quick search. Like I told you before, it only has a huge stack of cookies. I have to feed all of Central Park's pigeons and a fortune cat greeting me. But not Oscar, one of those porcelain lucky cats. Supposed to attract wealth and prosperity. No use for me here unless I'm here in exchange for a ransom. Ha, good luck with that. Anyway, all this leads me to a single cookie, which I do. Open it up. Okay then. But first let me tell you a little story. Really? Do you know the exact origin of the fortune cookies is unclear, but they're most likely brought to the West by Japanese immigrants in the late 19th or early 20th century. Japanese version didn't have the Chinese lucky numbers, and they were eaten with tea. Long live Wikipedia, death to boredom. Yes, I'm delaying the inevitable. It's a little bit of life philosophy in a bite-sized chunk. But this one brings more than just fortune. It says, I will die alone and poorly dressed. Alone in here in my pajamas and barefoot. Creepily accurate reflection of things. That's actually a pretty even flick there. Need to wrap up this episode, but I'm trying to find a good spot to do it. You know what? I'm not gonna let someone who never got their novel published and ended up getting a job that only requires two sentences per job mess with my mind even more. Screw it. Screw this house. Screw everybody. My current situation is a complete nightmare. What reasons are there to keep me going? Well, I have to tell you something. Found 2 bottles of pills in the bathroom. I knew those bottles of pills were going to come back. I didn't say a word about it. And? I really like you. You used to know that by now. Once in a while, I feel like you don't really understand me. What situation I'm in. I know that I didn't tell you much about me, but even so, sometimes I feel shocked by your lack of understanding. Anyway, going straight to the point, I think I really need them. I'm not okay. So which one is it? Blue pill or the red pill? You don't need them. Thanks for looking out for me. I really appreciate your concern. Never made it this far without you, so you're gonna take it anyways. Nice way of talking some sense into me. I have to be honest with you. Sometimes you seem more interested in keeping me alive than me. Isn't that funny? Things could be worse. He's not gonna like that. He's not gonna like to be reminded that things could be worse. Yes, sir. Man, you're tough, alright. You're what I need right now. Wake-up call. Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. To face life and stop whining for a bit, and I'll thank you for the rest of my life, which could be long or a few hours that I have left. It's a fairy tale of a place. Time left? Do you check how much time is left? Oh, that's the cat's collar, I remember now. Cat disappeared. Where the hell were you? I've lost track of the time in here. What do you think? 10 hours left, maybe? On a side note, I was checking those pill bottles. Realized that there's something scratched out. Like the owner's name was erased on purpose. It starts with a Q? Rest is unreadable. Q as in Quinn. Did some memory digging and just realized that I had 2 patients whose names started with Q. Quincy and Quinton, excuse me. And then there's me, Quinn. 3 Qs. Sound like the name of a roadside bar, owned by 3 Mormon brothers, or maybe they're just meant for me. Just give him a little pep talk. You're doing good, buddy. Way to go. Thank you for those wonderful words. You know that most of the time I'm a little bit sarcastic. It may seem like I don't appreciate everything you're doing for me, but I really am. How's our trust so low? Oh. Missed something he said there. That was like one of the few people asked him about the time left.